Dear finance professionals and students, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing chartered accountant. Daily news and updates for 22nd July 2025. Nayara Energy, backed by Rosneft, has denounced the EU sanctions as unjust and harmful to India's interests, reaffirming its commitment to invest Rs 70,000 crore in downstream projects. The company argues the sanctions threaten India's energy security by disrupting petroleum product supplies. A parliament panel which examined the new income tax bill on Monday suggested that the finance ministry should allow individual taxpayers to claim TDS refunds by filing IT returns after the due date without penalty, and exempt anonymous donations made to religious cum charitable trusts from taxation. These changes aim to reduce ambiguity and provide relief to taxpayers. State-owned lender Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency or IREDA plans to launch a second tranche of qualified institutional placement or QIP of equity shares worth around Rs 3,000 crore in the current financial year. The company raised Rs 2,005 crore through QIP in June this year. In the upcoming round, the government will dilute 3.76% stake after having diluted 3.24% in the first tranche. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, through its Corporate Laws and Corporate Governance Committee, has released the revised July 2025 edition of the Technical Guide on Accounting for Expenditure on Corporate Social Responsibility Activities. This third edition builds upon the earlier publications from June 2020 and January 2025 and comes at a time when CSR has transformed from being a mere compliance requirement into a strategic pillar of responsible business conduct. India is now home to more than 53% of the world's global capability centers, according to a new report by Westian Research, which maps the evolution and spread of these centers across the country. Of the estimated 3,200 GCCs globally, nearly 1,700 are located in India, solidifying the country's position as the world's leading destination for global operations, research and development, and digital transformation. Bengaluru remains the beating heart of India's GCC landscape, with 487 centers accounting for 29% of the national total. Hyderabad follows with 273 centers, or 16%, the fastest growing GCC destination in the country. The boom in Indian initial public offerings is expected to continue, with companies poised to raise over $30 billion in the next 12 months, according to Kotak Mahindra Capital Company. Around 150 firms are planning to tap the equity market. The pace of IPO filings is robust, and it reflects the deepening confidence of issuers in India's capital markets. Among firms gearing up to enter the market, Tata Capital Limited is planning to raise about $2 billion. The Indian unit of South Korea's LG Electronics Inc. is also looking to raise as much as $1.7 billion.
This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.